Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019 with the Bath City Football Club. We are 4 seasons in here and our second season in Vanera National League, and so far we are 1/4 of the season in and we have started a lot better than last season, as we are 8 in the league as this year, and we have a match coming up versus Harrogate Town, who are 5th. But it's at home at least, so that's good, and hopefully we can make something out of it. And we gave all this a free transfer in the end of last episode, and we get an offer here for from Hampton and Richmond to loan our player James Oliver. Sounds good, so we'll accept that, and we'll move towards the next match day. And while we do that, remember to smash that like button if you enjoy the content. It's really the best way for you to show that you enjoy the content. And if you have any questions, thoughts or comments, leave a comment below. I read everything, of course, and try to answer as much as possible as well. And also if you the most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just so you know. And we get some pre-match tactical advice here from our assistant manager, so add this to team instruction to work ball into the box. We'll try that. And Newport and Co do manage to sign Oldacre, that we really wanted to sign, but they couldn't, since he wouldn't let us really offer any reasonable wage. And according to the bookmakers here, we are slight favorites for the upcoming game. That's good. And let's see here who we are going to meet in the FA Cup, and unfortunately we'll meet Dartford, but at home at least. But they are in Vanera National League South, so it should be an alright game, even though it's maybe a little bit harder than what could have been. But still pretty good. And also, before we get into the team protection, remember to hit that subscribe button as well if you're enjoying the content here, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that I will bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So with that said, it's time to do the team selection here for this match, and we'll see here if we need to do any real changes here. So we definitely need to bring Rig out, of course, here. But we do have, of course, O'Connor here, even though that he's not really have performed that well. And Sharks here need a little bit of a rest, since he's been used in the under-23s, I guess, when he's that tired. And we'll put Paxman in on the bench instead of him as well. How are the rest of the team looking? So we have Barrett, Merch, Bayom, Akinola and Okulahumba in the back, which is correct. Connor, Stewart, Burton and Gray, which also is almost correct. We will work in Charles though, but as he said, he's very, very tired at the moment, so we'll let that be a little bit. And yeah, I think that is the best team, and I think we have a good choice on or bench as well. Yeah, so let's just go to the match here. And you'll just kick off straight off here, and we'll see what happens. So a free kick here from Harrogate, and hits the top bar there, and we managed to clear it out to safety, I hope. Yeah, out to safety, but just. And I think we missed Akinola there, being very tired, and a pretty good free kick from Stewart there, unfortunately not a goal. Now we have a play building up here in the midfield, and the ball up to Adloy, and it's a shot, and it's outside the post. So pretty wide there, unfortunately. And 20 minutes in here, looking at stats, seems like we are sort of dominating this game at the moment, which is good, of course. we are meeting a stronger team, at least in the league standings. Corner here from Harrogate though, and hitting the top bar once again, so maybe I shouldn't really say that we are dominating the game with those chances they have had so far, but looking at the shots and shots on target, it would seem that we are leading the way, I guess, but our chances haven't really been that dangerous though, which is a bit unfortunate. Here is the end of the first half, so the scoreline 0-0 for Bassett versus Harrogate after one half, and 12-6 in shots, 4-3 on shots on target, and possession is 58-42%. And overall we have a good team analysis, so definitely feel like we have had a very good half behind us. Maybe not as effective in the finishing touches like we should be, but other than that it looks alright. Stuart here having a very bad game though, and we'll let him know that we are not happy with his performance, and we'll continue here. Could have gone there with the other option that he were not that bad, but we knew that he could do better. But really, since we are doing that, we are not happy at 6.3, and didn't really want to do a softer option at 6.2 in the ratings. Pressed the wrong button there, but we have a highlight here in the 59th, 60th minute, and unfortunately Harrogate break the ball in the midfield, and Harrogate versus our keeper, and it's a goal for Harrogate Town here, unfortunately in the 59th minute. So the scoreline now 0-1 for Bassett versus Harrogate. And yeah, really easily fooled our defender there, so a bit unfortunate. So I think we'll need to show some passion, and should maybe have made substitutions before that, but you can't do correct all the time, or most of the time even. But yeah, I could put in Lundström here, who's better than Paxman, but he's very defensive, so we'll put in Paxman instead. Other than that, it looked alright with the tiredness and also their ratings really, so we'll do like that. We'll shout some more, show some passion here once we get the chance. And a free kick here from Stuart toward Torres, and Brunt gets to the second ball, and it's a goal for Bassett here, and it's all equalized. Very, very important there. I were thinking about to say that we are so dominating in the stats if we were to look at them, but yeah. I'll actually try to show some passion here one more time. I don't know if that had any effect whatsoever. No, it don't really look like it. So last chance here, a corner from Stuart, and it's cleared out and should be the final whistle, which it is. So the full-time scoreline is 1-1 for Bassett versus Harrogate. Shots 19-7, shots on target 94, possession 59-41%. So overall, very happy with how we performed, and very unhappy about the ineffectiveness here. With 9 shots on target, I really feel like we should have done at least 2 goals, maybe 3 goals at least. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, I guess it's the way it is. So let's check out the league standings after and that match then. I really could have won there, but I guess we should sort of be lucky that we managed to get a draw as well. So we are 11th now in the league, and still pretty much very much in the middle of the league, with about the same amount of points to the top until the relegation zone. And we only managed to get the attendance there of 889, which is very, very bad. And let's see here, yeah, and our average attendance in the league is awful. We're the 22nd worst team in the league, which is very, very bad for us. And really a bit of a problem with our finances. It's really going to drag us down a little bit, unfortunately, but yeah, we'll do what we can. And we have a scouting meeting here, so let's see here. Johnny Smith here. Yeah, his requested wage is quite crazy, so that won't be possible. We'll just acknowledge that for now, and we'll see if we find anything interesting more here. So center back would add a bit of quality. Let's scout him. And a forward here, that seems pretty decent, but the wage and everything there not so much. But for Coventry, let's see here, where are Coventry in the system? Sky Bet League 2, so probably not that interesting even at the end of the contract. Stevenson is an attacking midfielder, so unfortunately not. We'll go further along here and see what will happen here before the next match against Darlington as a away team, and they are 23rd in the league, so hopefully should be an easy game here for us. But yeah, we'll see here if we manage to get that easy win like we should or not. So we get some pre-match tactical advice here as well from John Parking. So let's see here. We are slight favorites according to the bookmakers here. Pretty decent training last week with an average of 7.31. So could be time for praising some of our players here maybe. But we'll wait a little bit more. And we'll criticize a few here. Stewart among them. Stewart, Ward and Candy will be criticized here, who's below 6.5. And we'll check the inbox here. For under 18s, we'll not let anyone be available. I will check our shortlist here. And Gilmore and Wolfendine, if we are able to get any of them to talk with us, and unfortunately not. So let's go to team selection here then, and we want to bring back Charles here instead of Stewart. So let's do that, and Stewart instead of Paxman. And Acknell and Biome is alright. So everything else is alright, yeah. So that's good to go. So let's go to the match here. And we'll just kick off this match straight away also. So Winston have gone past us in the league at the moment. Always interesting to see how they are doing, so to say, since they are the team that went up with us in the season we got promoted from Vanera National League South. So far, not much happening at all, and we are certainly not being that impressive that we would hope here, with not really any chances happening so far or any shots on target from either of the teams. And that is the first half here ending. So the scoreline after one half, 0-0 for Bath City versus Darlington. Shots 2-1, shots on target 0-0, possession 49 to 51%. And overall only bad team analysis here, so definitely feel like we should be doing more here. And our assistant manager already told Garrett O'Connor to prove a point, and that's all right. The rest of the players doing quite poor but not bad, so really we are just going to shout demand more here and go to attacking mode here. We should be able to make something happen. So we'll go down a little bit here. Didn't really seem to do anything good here in regarding of the stats there. So let's do some substitutions here. So I think we'll bring in Walker here instead of Brunt. And we'll switch the roles around on Walker and Adloyd. I guess Sean's needs to be taken off as well. Since he's so tired, so we'll do that, and I guess we'll take off Bayoma as well, just so we don't get a second yellow card here. So we are one player short. That would be very bad for us. And a chance here for Darlington, and it's a goal for Darlington here. Very unfortunate for us, so we'll move up to ferry attacking here even. I think it's the only option we do have. So not at all what we wanted to see here, and yeah, a well executed goal there, I guess we could say. And we'll shout demand more here as soon as I can. So another highlight here in the 81st minute, goal kick from Barrett, our keeper, and it only went to Darlington, but we managed to intercept the pass that were bad, but our long pass up were bad as well. So a few more interceptions and the ball going back and forth here a little bit, and it's unfortunately Darlington versus our keeper, but our keeper managed to save there, and that is key for us. If not, I guess the game would more or less be over, so to say. And apparently the highlight is still not over here, so Burton passing the ball up on a long ball, but it's pretty bad actually. And here I guess dear player Galbraith here is going to get a second yellow card, which means that we will have the advantage of one extra player here the last few minutes, and that's something we'll definitely need here, looking at the stats and everything like that. So Stewart here with the corner in the 92nd minute, and it's a goal for basically here, and we managed to equalize here very, very late. Very important here to manage to get that in, and yeah, I can't think that we'll be able to get one more goal in here in the last minute, but you never really know for sure. But yeah, this should be the highlight for the final whistle here. And yeah, that's the final whistle, so the final scoreline is 1-1 for Bassett versus Darlington. Shots 6-10. Shots on target 3-4 and possession 47 to 53%. So overall, the result is actually alright, I'd say, but we definitely should have been doing better here versus this opponent who are so low in the league. And looking at the ratings of our players here, our wingbacks doing a very poor game, and our midfield wingers as well, which is a bit unfortunate. But other than that, the players doing quite well for themselves actually. So we'll just continue here for now and take a look at the league table, and actually also we'll take a small look at our tactics here before we end this episode. So after that game anyway, we moved up to 9th place, 3 points off from the playoff zone and 9 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment. So we'll see here, not the greatest of results as said at all. And And let's see here. Yeah, I think we'll switch again to early crosses is what's working best for us, but yeah, that will be everything. And yeah, as said, we managed to get a draw here, and so that will be everything for this episode. So remember to smash the like button if you have enjoyed it, and also if you haven't done so already, remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye!